a car that is sold from the dealership in Maryland cannot have tint on it at all.
Oh, really?
Compared to here, a lot of cars come from the dealership with tint on them.
Yeah.
And in Maryland, if you sell your car or you trade your car in, you have to remove the tint first before you even turn it into the dealership.
Oh, wow.
The dealership don't even sell cars with tint on it because it's not even going to pass inspection.
Really?
Be Nice Individuals Podcast.
Hey folks, this is Thaddeus. I'm at the Flagler Voice Podcast Studio here on the Be Nice Individuals Podcast, and I have two very special guests here in studio. I have Andrea and David from D&A Window Tinting. How are you guys doing today?
Excellent.
Good, thank
great
you.
Today.
Yeah. So you guys are fairly new to the area. You guys moved here from Maryland, and the business is window tinting. For the audience that doesn't know, what is that and why do you do it?
I do it. I have a passion for window tinting. I love window tinting. The biggest thing for me is when a customer brings their car in, and after the before and after product, see the look on their face and how excited they are to see the difference that tints makes when it comes to the vehicle. Provides privacy, just to look on their face, and they walk away happy and satisfied.
Why would a person that I should have clarified that more. Why would a person want to have their vehicle tinted?
Okay, one for protection from the heat, from the UV ray from the sun. Also protects the interior. It allows your air condition to work not as hard. Keeps the inside cooler. Same thing with your winter months. The heat doesn't work as hard. It
Really?
maintains everything on the inside.
I did not know that.
When it comes to the dash and your electronics, like your radio, so forth, depending on the quality of tint, it can prolong the life, less heat, cause less damage. Because with heat coming into the vehicle, anything to do with electronic, you don't want it to heat up. So it helps a lot when it comes to the tint. Not only that, from a person's standpoint, some people suffer with skin conditions, and having heat on your windows a lot of times protect that. Most of the time in that situation, we always recommend a ceramic tint, where it blocks a lot more heat from coming into the vehicle.
Sure.
And sometimes when it comes to vision, a lot of people do heat.
Yeah.
Because some people have problems with their eyesight and seeing stuff like that. The UV ray from the sun, also from the heat itself, can definitely affect people's vision sometimes. So just to cool it down and give them more comfort.
Yeah.
Also, from a personal perspective, I have special need twins. Usually children on the autism spectrum have sensitivities to different things, and bright light, like the light from the sun.
Sure.
A lot of children have a sensitivity to that, and it can cause a meltdown.
Really?
And having your windows tinted on your car or your truck helps to reduce the sunlight that's coming into your car to prevent your child from having a meltdown from the sunlight that's coming into your car.
I never knew that.
Yes, not only does it keep the inside cooler, but it also helps to protect anyone with a special need child from having a reaction to the glare from the sun coming into your vehicle.
Yeah. Now, I know you guys are from Maryland. What brought you guys here? I always like to know everybody's story, because everybody has a different path of which they chose to get here to Florida. So what is that story for you guys?
So for me, I got tired of the cold weather, blistering cold, below zero temperatures, shoveling snow, getting up early in the morning, extra hours to clean all the snow off the car, warming it up and all that. So once I got to the point where the kids were grown and her kids were grown, I presented it to her, and coming down here numerous amount of times to visit family, I fell in love with Florida.
Yeah.
Me myself, I'm from Barbados originally.
Oh, really?
So it reminds me of home,
Yeah.
having to deal with the weather.
Yeah.
So just the fact that we got away from the cold weather and saw the opportunity, I asked Andrea, she was like, yes, without a hesitation.
Yeah.
Same here. Same. The weather. I'm
It
from
was just the weather.
upstate New York.
Okay.
Snow country.
Oh, really?
And we had below 0 degree weather. And I was just like, I'm tired of it. I moved to Maryland for help for my special needs children.
Right.
But the weather in Maryland is a little bit better than the weather in upstate New York.
Yeah.
But Florida is even greater weather than upstate New York and Maryland. So becoming an empty nester, the opportunity to move to Florida, I was like, absolutely. Packed my bags immediately.
Yeah. And now we've talked about this before off camera. So there's a difference between tint in Maryland versus tint down here in Florida. I believe you were talking about there's a kind of a difference that you might have. Can you tell us more about that, what that entails? Like, Maryland, it has more seasons. Florida has maybe 2, like rainy season and hot season.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So in Maryland, legal percentage is 35 or lighter. You're okay. Here in Florida, I'm getting used to the new percentages.
Yeah.
So I was informed that 20% is legal here in Florida.
Okay.
The different qualities of tint, like carbon and ceramic. So in Maryland, I use almost 90% of the time it's the carbon film.
Sure.
Because of the seasons. It doesn't get as super hot there as it do
Okay.
here in Florida.
So the tint can hold up better. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here in Florida, we use more ceramic tint. Ceramic tint blocks almost 99% of the UV ray coming into the car.
Yeah.
Compared to Maryland, and also the heat coming in here in Florida compared to Maryland, the ceramic tint covers that. So more ceramic here in Florida, more carbon in Maryland because of the change of the season.
Now in Maryland, do you feel as many people got their vehicles tinted, or do you feel like in Florida is just way more people because of the amount of sun? It's just like, I don't know. Maryland, let me back up. Had all 4 seasons, I imagine?
Yes.
Okay. So was it the same degree of tinted vehicles that you would see here versus there? Because you drive down the street, every vehicle is almost tinted here, I feel like.
Yeah. It's a lot more definitely here that's tinted.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing here compared to Maryland, like a car that is sold from the dealership in Maryland cannot have tint on it at all.
Oh, really?
Compared to here, a lot of cars come from the dealership with tint on them.
Yeah.
And in Maryland, if you sell your car or you trade your car in, you have to remove the tint first before you even turn it into the dealership.
Oh, wow.
Dealership don't even sell cars with tint on it because it's not even going to pass inspection.
Really?
Yes. So it's a huge difference between here and Maryland because in Maryland, I can do cars all day long. I get a whole lot of removals because of that stipulation when it comes to getting your car inspected. It has to be back in its original form. So here in Florida, it can have tint on it regardless, and then it come to us. We can make it darker or but that's the difference.
Yeah. I did not know that. That's pretty interesting, but it's, different states and such. Would it be even like a private sale in Maryland that if a person was selling it from one person to another person, they would have to get the tint removed?
They still got to get it removed because from person to person, you still got to get the car inspected.
Oh, dude.
So,
That's a lot of work then.
Well, it's a lot from consumers in, but from a tint shop, it benefit us because you're bringing that car back to get the tint removed, get it inspected, then you bring it back if you want it retinted. So from a business standpoint, as a tint shop, it benefit us.
Yeah. Wow.
I think in Maryland, a lot of people go for the look that the tint makes their car have.
Okay.
More so than being protected from the heat.
Sure.
More so here in Florida, people want to be protected from the heat and the UV rays. In Maryland, they want that style. They want that cool look that their car has. I think that's why people do it in Maryland. They know they can't have it to pass inspection, but it makes their car look so cool, they don't care. They come in and get that tint anyway.
Do you only have to pass inspection once when you get the vehicle, or is it like continuous, like every couple years or something like that in Maryland?
No, just once you own the vehicle, you get it inspected one time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if a person plans to own the vehicle for a little bit, or maybe even they don't care,
right.
And so they would put out that money and
You know,
get a tenant. What got you into the business? That's really what I'm curious about.
So, I'm ex-correctional officer.
Oh, okay.
For 8 years. Baltimore City Corrections.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Got hurt when they separate the officer. They close the jail down. Went to the juvenile building. 35 juveniles attacked each other. It was a big brawl. We were breaking them up. I got hurt in the meantime. So, make a long story short, at the end of that, they gave me disability. And a buddy of mine that I've known for like 40-something years, he had already 2 tint shops.
Okay.
So when that happened, he told me come and take a look at what he was doing. So one day I just spent the whole day looking at what he was doing when it comes to the tinting, and immediately the light bulb went off, and I knew what I wanted to do next.
Yeah.
So I had a conversation with him, and I told him 2 things was going to happen. Either we're going to partner on a shop, or I'm going to start my own.
Yeah.
He completely agreed that we can partner on a shop. We can get another shop together.
Yeah.
A year went by, and I approached him, and I said, "It's time. Are we gonna open up a business together?" He said, "No, he don't want to open any businesses together. He just want to hire managers and keep opening his own business."
Yeah.
So I say at this time we had to part ways when it comes to the shop, the tinting.
Yeah.
So 6 months later, once I got injured, and 3 months after that, I went and started my own tint shop in Maryland, and went from there for 4 years there, 5 years total, and then came to Florida and closed that down and opened another shop. But that was my passion. I just knew then what I wanted to do.
Now, I assume during that time, like you said, there was a year kind of gap between when you had talked to him initially about partnering, or you were just going to go open up your own shop. You were practicing your craft and all that during that time?
Yeah, I was training with him. He was teaching me along with the other guys that's in his locations.
Oh, you were working at the shop?
Yeah, I was working in the shop.
Nice.
And we had that agreement that he'll teach me, he'll show me the skills. So yes, till this day, I can call him with anything. He's like my mentor now. Not only just my friend, but he can call me with anything. I call him and continue to get education and with the new stuff that comes up. So yeah, we definitely still,
That's cool. Yeah. That's cool that I imagine, like, even there, did you feel a sense of competition, or were you just still like mentor mentee sort of thing? Or
so mentor mentee, yes, never considered competition at all.
Yeah,
not one. He was a lifetime friend. So more of a supportive, we're supporting each other. Yeah, even now. And the competition was just never an issue. There was actually another tent shop right next door. And everybody just help each other and support each other. I don't look at other tent shops as being competition. Yeah, I feel like as long as I know what I do and what I can provide. Yeah, and my biggest thing is just mostly helping. If I can help you and I can assist you, so we both succeed, I'm perfectly fine. I don't get into the competition thing. Yeah. I feel like everybody can eat. I've mentioned that to you guys before. Is competition is more of a poverty mindset. But when you head into collaboration and it goes further. You go further. You kind of release that negativity that's in life. And it's just more powerful. Right.
Absolutely.
I'd rather build a relationship with another tint shop than to be worried about competition.
Yeah.
I mean, it just goes along with it.
Yeah.
David, to me, has a huge heart.
Mm-hmm.
He loves helping people in any aspect possible.
Yeah.
He's always willing and able to go out into the community and help people. If
Sure.
Someone comes into our shop and needs something done, he's gone out and talked to all the other tinters in the area. And if he knows that this person can do that, he'll send that customer to that person.
That's nice.
It's not like, oh, I'm keeping all the business for me.
Yeah.
He's got such a huge heart. It's like, I'm not here to step on anybody else. I'm here to help any way I can. I love that in him. He's always been like that from the day I met him to this day here.
Yeah.
If there's anybody that he can help, he's there. He's there for him.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. And so, shout out your contact information, your location, all that, so people can get a hold of you for your services.
Okay, so we're with D&A Window Tinting. We're located in Burnell, Florida, and it's 2323 North State Street, Burnell, Florida 32110. You can reach us at 386-263-8114. Or you can call our cell, which is 443-812-1759. Again, it's D&A Window Tinting.
I love it. So, folks here in the area, wherever you may be located, Bunnell, Palm Coast, anywhere in Flagler, Ormond, Volusia, whatever. Florida sun beats down on these cars every day. You know, they do damage. It does damage to the paint, the interior. But when you look at your interior, imagine what it's doing to your skin. Like, skin cancer is high in Florida. Window film, specifically tint, can help to alleviate some of those concerns. We have a older population here, you know, and the skin isn't as, I imagine, resilient to the sun as a person ages. So think about and consider window tinting, but even for people that want a little bit more privacy, their vehicle, window tinting is a great option. Or you simply want to protect the interior of your vehicle, window tint is a great option. So make sure you folks reach out to D&A Window Tinting so that they can assist you in all your tinting needs. And this has been Thaddeus on the Be Nice Individuals podcast, which is hosted here on the Flagler Voice Podcast Studio. Which this is a space for businesses to come in, individuals to come in, shout out their ideas, their business. Also, political candidates can come in here, reach out to their constituents. We have call-in features here at the studio. Be great to have a political candidate to actually come on here and use that, be transparent as we do a live. That would be cool. So let's make it happen. This has been Thaddeus. I'll see you next time.